listeners across the globe. Thank you for clicking on another live segment here with you. We'll make a TV channel where we share weekly inspirational quotes, divine messages, and insightful topics. We appreciate your support. Happy Monday to you all across the globe. It is December 15th, 2025, approximately 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and we're happy to be here for yet another insightful topic. Okay, anything share or state on my stream today is just my personal opinions, commentary, and reaction to real raw topics across the globe. Uh, because that's the thing. When you have public stories put out here, people have reactions. People's emotions are invoked one way or another, which led me back down the rabbit hole of what they call quote unquote humiliation tactics, humiliation rituals. What is the purpose of this? Is it even real? Does it work? Right? Like that's what we're here to talk about a little bit today. Shout out to Chrisean Rock and the Malone family. Uh, One thing we cannot deny is that this family has been pushing through. They have been overcoming uh, because they are known for that. You know what I'm saying? Having a struggle, being raised in a house with many, many kids. To be honest, I fell asleep last night watching it's a channel. His name is Storm. Shout out to his channel. Go subscribe if you haven't already. They share lots of great content over there, right? Kind of like similar to what I do, like reaction, but he actually shows the clips to the videos that he's reacting to. Me, I don't share the clips or nothing. I let people go check that type of stuff out on their own. My goal is to just kind of invoke research, get people to want to do that. Like I don't share the clips and photos and stuff all the time, but this photo on the thumbnail is supposedly like a screenshot of the fight from the other day. The only thing that made me mad about it that sparked a reaction out of me is the fact that, Miss Krishan, some of us are listening to you. This day that she supposedly got jumped the other day, she was at a park praying, y'all, praying with kids and young people. She just wanted to go out there and do a prayer. And who knows, she probably do that more often than we see. Is the prayer really real if you want everybody to see that you outside doing a prayer circle? But you know how it is these days. It ain't really much you can do outside without somebody catching a video footage of it. So I kind of like what she was on. Yeah, let them catch you on footage praying with people because that's that content they be trying to hide, but try to hurry up and put the humiliating clips and footages and photos of you out there. Like, come on, bro. Nobody's life is full of humiliation. The devil is a liar. But we know something is going on when you only trying to show the clips and photos and footage of what would quote unquote humiliate a person. So yeah, I've been doing more research on humiliation rituals because in the new age, it seems to be the new trend. This is how you get back at somebody. This is how you remove a person. This is how you make them feel lower than themselves. Quote unquote humiliation rituals. That's not what I read when I went to research it. This is what I'm seeing, this is what seems to be true. Let me ask y'all something. When Little Nas X first got his deal, you don't think they gave that man a bunch of money? When they sign these music contracts, money is one of the first things they get. But let me tell you something about money. If it's cursed before it's even placed in your hand, you're doomed for disaster to begin with because you're not really about to enjoy just spending this money. This how the industry seems to be. You're gonna have all kind of humiliating things happening to you even though you're a star, even though you're famous, like, do they stop and think about this? Even though you got these M's in your bank account, they're gonna make sure you are giving up something that, make sure you on display. Like, yeah, well, this person want this money, so we humiliate them. Like, I don't know the meaning of this, but it seems very, very stupid. So when I went and researched the history of humiliation rituals, right? It said that it used to be used as a punishment, as some type of public corporal punishment for actual crimes. So, yes, even in the history of America, even in the history of other countries, it is notated that some people were literally publicly executed, publicly humiliated through the execution, and it was intentionally done. They said this is what they got out of it. Number one, it would make an example out of that person, whatever they did, and they would allow the whole town, the whole city, people would travel from across the world just to see somebody humiliated publicly. Tell me that's not sick. Tell me that's not sick. Like, it's weird. Like, oh, I'm gonna travel across the seas just to come over here and see such and such publicly humiliated. I hope they know though, trying to do that in a modern day time is stupid. You look stupid traveling from across the seas just to see somebody humiliated. That's what looks stupid. Anyways, I'm convinced that some of these celebrities, because just think about it, it'd be like weeks, months ago, they said something, or they exposed something, or they did something. You can tell Chrisean Rock, yeah, she been speaking up about a lot lately, especially pertaining to Zeus Network. You don't see people out here, what that young lady talking about, trying to defend her truth. They just claim that you got to be off into some more trouble. You had to be doing something wrong if six girls jumped you. And I wanted to know that right there is strange in itself. Out of all the numbers of girls it could have been, why the number six? Like everything about it just seemed ritual. It gave ritual. Like, no, I didn't just hear the story and say, oh, Krishan got jumped. How ironic. No, I was one of those people like, resembles a humiliation ritual. It was in public too. Like, you outside. They wanted to make sure it's outside. That's how this new generation is. We have to catch it on footage. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really focus on a fight like people used to be when it's a one-on-one, you didn't care who had a footage, who had camera or not. You have the location, the spot, and y'all go ahead and box it out. And if somebody still got a problem, you do a round two, right? That ain't how people think. It's more than that involved these days. Like, I wouldn't care what they say the reason. Oh, we had the jumpers. Y'all been wanting to do that. You've been looking for ways, and it shows. Just to let the masses know, it do show when you coming for a person on some humiliation ritual. I don't know why y'all think they don't show. Because every time you turn around, you hearing some more humiliating news about somebody. The devil is a liar. Not until AI and social media and all this stuff did you see one person life constantly humiliation, gossip, humiliation, rumors, humiliation, humiliation, right? So I thought about it. You really can't humiliate a person unless that person allows you to humiliate them. All you have after that is all the proof of everything a person tried to do to humiliate you. I bet you they be like, follow the money. Follow the money. You're gonna find out who it was wanted that person humiliated. And when they feel like you have so many enemies anyway, they feel like they can get away with it. Like, oh, they'll never know it's me wanting to humiliate this person. This person got 100 enemies. Whole time the 100 enemies be like, no, that wasn't us. I mean, we don't like her, but we didn't have nothing to do with her getting jumped. Oh, okay. So who was it? It got to be the bigger people behind the scenes. Like, who is dead set on humiliating Krishan Rock no matter what she do? Okay, so you can go through a person track record all you want to, and pull up clues where you feel like they deserved it, because that's something else I'm trying to teach. People will pull those humiliation rituals out of the cat bag too when they feel like, to them it's a certain type of justice. Like, maybe they feel like you should have went to jail for something, or you should have got a ticket, or you should have lost your children. Because people feel like that about Krishan Rock. They feel like they've been saying that for a long time. Like, we don't feel like she should have her baby, whoever they think they are. So okay, she had the baby already, the baby here. So you say you care so much about Junior, but you behind the scenes doing humiliation spells on the mama. Like, damn, can she even get to step number two? Like, getting him some assistance and trying to be a mama. But I'm finna speak on that part too. Because look, mothers, if you at home busy as hell with your kids, how's you outside getting jumped? How you got time to be outside fighting over some dude or fighting over some female? You don't have time for that. You're not gonna even be outside if you in the house with your kids. Period. And I'm not trying to be funny towards her, But I hope that this situation shows her that, like, look, this how the streets feel about you. Your son gonna always be there. Like, your son is forever. Your son is her now. You are better off sitting at home with them kids than being outside trying to prove a point to some people that will spit on your grave. They wouldn't give you a drop of water if you was on fire, but you rather be outside with them. Come on, man. And yes, I got pissed off because it looks like they starting that trend up again. We just heard another story on the news about a pregnant lady in Chicago being jumped by a bunch of kids. A bunch of kids who was her kids' bully. That's how they operate these days. Like, they gotta have a gang. They gotta be gang. They gotta have a group. They gotta have a spectacle cheering them on, or it's not humiliation. Think about the movie Mean Girls. The mean girl could have been a mean girl by herself, but it's called Mean Girls with an S because they always operate in groups. They got to feel validated about how they feel about somebody. If you need my validation about how you feel about somebody, do you really feel that towards them? So your feelings are only valid if you got a group of people backing you up. That's all that proves. So, because why you can't feel that way about that person by yourself? You get out there and fight the person. Why you want the whole gang against them? This is signs of a humiliation ritual. They always got to have some more people that validate. That way, when they get on the internet doing all that rah stuff, they feel like they got people to back them up for what they did. It's so stupid. Oh, but if we notice, ever since she came out talking about Zeus, and I don't know much about the network, but I know one thing: that girl Woe Vicky, they still trying to keep that quiet. Every time somebody asks, "Where's Woe Vicky? Where's Woe Vicky? How's she doing?" She's still over here in Africa, in a third world country. Y'all trying to make it look like she all right. She want to be over there. It's a lot of things in those footages that gives bondage. You know what I mean? Like, this person is over here against their will, and they do a great job keeping them with their hair and makeup and everything done, making it like, no, they living a life. They want this. They want this. They like being humiliated. They like being on camera getting jumped and talked about bad by other people. And then what's funny, why we didn't see Chrisean getting jumped when her baby daddy was in jail? It's just so many things I'm looking at. Soon as he get out, you already being jumped. Like, dang, what are these females worried about? I mean, he got a whole new woman and everything. What is jumping Krishan giving y'all any satisfaction? Honestly, bro. Black people just want to show, oh, we don't care if you a star. We'll still jump you. I mean, at least the facts are being shown. They don't respect anything. Not saying that Krishan Rock should be respected, but it's just a little respect to let a person walk to their car after doing a prayer meeting in the middle of a park with young kids, because you probably don't see that much in California. Who do you see trying to walk the streets and pray for people? You know why you don't see it? They get jumped and attacked like Krishan just did. Just for trying to go out there and pray for the young kids and tell them to change their ways. What you gonna say forever? Well, you do this and that. That's the first thing a young person like to say when you trying to keep them from going the wrong way. They'll bring up what you do. Well, I seen you do this and that. Well, maybe that's what I'm trying to keep you away from. You never look at a person's life and idolize them and say, "Well, I'm gonna do what they do." I'm tired of people using it for an excuse. Like, well, look at their influences. I done had a bunch of bad influences around me and still chose what I want to do. So I know it's possible. There's nothing you can do about the influences that's around you until you can. Because it do be people working overtime to keep you around those same influences. Soon as they see you like the crab trying to get out the bucket, oh, them other crabs get busy. Because their goal, the humiliation ritual ain't going to work right if you getting out the bucket. It defeats the purpose. They rather pull you back down in the bucket. That's the purpose of the humiliation ritual. Now you're humiliated. You was almost at the top of the bucket. Your little crab leg was almost over the top of the bucket. And what did the other crabs do? Pull you back in there. So now what? You feel humiliated. And now, how is that not a humiliation ritual? I want to know, like, what signs do these people look for to let you know that a person is humiliated? Because Little Nas X did not look humiliated walking down the street naked when he was doing it. Kanika Jenkins' mom, what was she supposed to feel humiliated? She looked like she enjoyed walking down the street the way she was. That's what I'm saying. Like, what signs do you look for that let the sick perps know, like, yeah, it worked. We humiliated this person. It take them walking down the street with their clothes off, and now that's the sign you needed that they're humiliated. See, everybody don't wear their emotions on their sleeves like you, where you think you should just easily see them. Like, yeah, I can tell I humiliated that person. So there's other signs that can show that a person has been humiliated straight up. They might be more, and I got this information straight off Google. So ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm exaggerating. If a person seems more isolated, um, oh yeah, they showing signs of social anxiety, social paranoia, they trust issues is all messed up. Oh yeah, that's a dead giveaway that they have survived a humiliation ritual. Cause them humiliation rituals, they gotta dig deep into your soul to find out what humiliates you. Which only proves that every human being can be humiliated if you really think about it. Like, uh, so it said legally there's no way to perform a humiliation ritual without on somebody without breaking the law. So I'm like, so why are so many humiliation rituals still being done and people ain't getting no justice about it then? Come on now. See, you can't call the police and be like, oh, they humiliated me yesterday. What is the police gonna do? You like what kind of humiliation? Like, how did they humiliate you? You better have some more details than that. Did they did they exploit your videos? Did they exploit your pictures? Did they how did they tarnish your name? Were they calling jobs getting you fired? Because this resembles a humiliation ritual. They be thinking the more people they get in on it, it covers it up. No, the more people in on it definitely damn sure proves that it's a humiliation ritual. What not many rituals are performed with one person in the circle. Come on now, it's a ritual. Even Christmas, right? Everybody putting up their trees. It's a ritual. People be like, I don't perform rituals. If you celebrate Christmas, yes, you do. You've been putting up a Christmas tree at the same time of the month every year, getting up on Christmas Eve every year, opening presents every year at the same time on midnight. That's a ritual. I'm just trying to help people get a clearer insight. Every time somebody used the word ritual, no, they are not referring to witchcraft because anything you do ritualistically has become now a ritual. The day you make up in your mind, I'm going to screw with this person's mind for the rest of their life and look for a way to humiliate them every chance I get. You're now a ritualist because you just decided you made a vow to Satan, uh, your friends, everybody you possibly could that you commit your life to humiliating somebody for the rest of your life when it's better things to do. But apparently, this is showing more and more and more with the industry. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like they step outside of the industry. Things that they were once only doing on industry members, they do to anybody now. So now, how you gonna see the difference? They showing, oh yeah, humiliation ritual can be done on anybody, but usually it's a quote unquote initiation to join something. It could be a part of what you have to go through just to be a part of something. And anything like that is just stupid to me. I'm saying it publicly. I don't remember writing my name down on nothing saying, yep, I signed this. I'm willing to be humiliated for the money. I just don't remember doing it. I don't remember signing nothing saying, yeah, you can humiliate me whenever you want to. Me and because humiliate is somebody with kids signing it, that's dangerous. How is that not dangerous? I'm signing this paper. Yeah, you can humiliate me whenever you want to. And I got whole kids. Clearly, that would be one of the avenues you take to do that. It's okay. I just think it's sad. I think it's sad, bro. Because, somebody else could be trying to join something or become a part of something. and they tell them, well, you gotta do a humiliation ritual on somebody that you love. And when they tell you that, they not lying. So now you done pick the person that you love. But do you really love them if you're willing to humiliate them? The whole thing is a scam, bro. All these rituals they telling y'all gotta do. The only ritual you need to do is thank God every morning when you wake up for your life, health, and strength, and that you've seen another day and that you receive new grace and mercy to do something different with your life. Every day you wake up, it's another 24 hours. That's the only ritual that we all practice, whether we know it or not. Waking up every day. You wake up every morning. That's a ritual. But after you wake up, it's the question like, what did you own? What do you plan on doing for today? Because some people wake up and that's their intention to humiliate somebody. They in secret meetings, secret groups, they teaming up just to make sure the humiliation sticks the way that they want to. But they weren't prepared for people who, I don't know, stand up against humiliation. Like, if you got to commit whole crimes against somebody for the humiliation to work or to stick, uh, what's the purpose of this? Because that's like you're not humiliating the person, you're humiliating yourself. Now you done crossed the boundaries and committed crimes to humiliate that person. How far is too far? Well, when they powerful people, they don't care about this. Ask P Diddy how many people he done humiliated. You ain't gotta ask him. You see the footage sometimes in interviews, like when he's sitting next to other people and they asking him questions, or even like on stage, that one clip they show where he slapped Jay-Z butt, like literally while he's about to perform on stage in front of millions of people. How is that not humiliating? Even if that person stand there and try to act like, oh, this didn't just humiliate me. We see we see the attempts. We see humiliation attempts. Straight up. Like you just throw yourself out there extra available to humiliate somebody. Like P. Diddy, how powerful are you? All you do is humiliate people. Come on, mama. And now people saying we think he learned that from his mama. Maybe he did. Like people really out here training their kids. This how you get what you want. You just bully a person. You just humiliate them. All I'm saying, it does seem like Chrisean got a monkey on her back. Cause like, oh, she a celebrity now. You got what you want. You listen to every other celebrity story, but soon as she started talking about something she might have went through with her sister when she was little, have y'all noticed that? Soon as she starts saying, "Oh, I'm trying to stay away from Blueface," soon as that other boy, Ronnie, died, all of this suddenly you seeing humiliation rituals done on her, though she already has albums out, uh, music out. You know what I'm saying? She already signed her deal and did her work. See, it ain't until they start talking, uh, which that's just ill to me. That's retarded to me. Like a person can't tell their story now that they on the main platform. Like, what did people think? Anything that you look at a person's life and you get secondhand embarrassment when you hear the story. Like, oh my God, if that would have happened to me, I would have been humiliated. When you hear that, oh, it was intentional. That's exactly why they did exactly whatever they did to him. They call it secondhand embarrassment, guys. Secondhand embarrassment is whatever it is didn't happen to you, but you hear about it and you just suddenly feel embarrassed. But it didn't even happen to you. That's secondhand embarrassment. Like, girl, I went to the store today and all my pads fell out of my purse and the whole store saw it. You might feel a little embarrassed for the person. I'm trying to think of a better example. But anything that you telling a story and the other person actually feel bad. Like they actually feel like, oh my God, if I was you and I would have been in that position, I wouldn't know what to do. So we understand a humiliating situation here or there that's gonna happen to us sometimes. Uh, but every time you turn around, a person got another humiliating story. Something ain't right with it. Every time you turn around, every time you talk to this person on the phone, every time you run into this person, every time you video chat interviewing this person got another humiliating story. Come on, bro. Somebody's doing humiliation rituals on that person. But they felt like they want to keep that part covered up. And you just supposed to suffer from the humiliation. No, this ain't finna keep going that way with everybody, bro. You gotta ask more questions. Well, why are you even humiliated? Why has this ritual been done on this person? Did this person ask to join your group, your organization, your clique, your gang? That's what makes it stupid. You talk to a lot of these people, they didn't ask to go through that. You think Zeus Network said, "Oh, Chrisean, you can come back to the TV show, but you gotta let us humiliate you the whole time behind the scenes." That's what these stars are starting to speak up about. Like, oh, everything ain't peaches and cream and money and luxuries. We actually have to suffer humiliation rituals for this stuff, where they get to just say anything about your name, your kids, your work, just for you to have a little money. And the truth coming out, some of them don't even have money. They just want you to dry ass go through humiliation rituals for free. Like, that's weird, bro. They want you to go through it free of charge. Because remember she was on video clips getting into it with the Zeus Network producers, telling them all she wants is her ID back. She's ready to leave the show. I'm telling them right now, something strange happened to Krishan Rob. We're not gonna be stupid out here, bro. Like, y'all been coming for that young lady. And then if you notice, it's like gotten worse since Blueface got out of jail. She was all on interviews and traveling, trying to get her business and stuff back together. Which, in my opinion, she should. She should go into the cologne business or the modeling business. Like, it's so many other things you can do. I'm sure she have other talents, or if she had managers and stuff around her that care, they would be telling you, look, the rap game seemed to be attracting too much negative attention to you, Krishan. Let's put you in another industry. Don't let them hold you down with humiliations. And or now that we all know about that, you know what I'm saying? It's the age of awakening. More and more people are familiar with spiritual practices people use to get what they want. And any spiritual practice can be abused. They quick to say you abusing your keys, you abusing drugs, you're abusing everything. But they'll never speak on how people be abusing spiritual ritualistic practices just to get what they want. They would love to keep that side hidden. Like, we want to uh humiliate you over and over and over again, especially if they feel like you don't have nobody. Who gonna stop them? Who gonna stop them? It's just little old you out here in the world, and some strangers sitting around somewhere humiliation rituals on you every chance they get. Come on, bro. How do that not look weak for you to be abusing a spiritual practice on somebody? You to have secret voodoo dolls pent up on somebody, sticking a doll every day, and they don't even know you doing it. How do you feel powerful, bro? You done went and transferred some energy to a doll and now you feel powerful. I'm sorry, because them voodoo dolls, to me, how is that not a part of humiliation rituals? You are doing things to that doll to make that person's life miserable. You're doing things to that doll to make that person feel like humiliated, to make them feel like they have no control over their life. Because a person with control over their life, it shows. They can put on the makeup they want to, the clothes. They go do their daily duties every day, like they plan to. But if somebody got a voodoo doll on you, you could have planned your day how it was gonna go the next day, but it go a whole nother way because this person got a doll and they controlling everything. You feel me? I want people to wake up and stop acting stupid. Like, oh, it's so much confusion. We don't know what's going on. You know what's going on. Somebody's abusing spiritual practices against whoever the hell they want to. Because how do your life go from completely normal one day to just all this conspiracy surrounding your name, all these rumors and all this different stuff? Like, how do people think about that? Do people think about that? Wow, this person was just normal a year or two ago, like Kanye West. This person was just Kanye West was known to be one of the most conscious, aware people in the rap industry at once upon a time. This same man, you want years to go by later, and he's crazy. All that be exposing it, bro. Censorship, all of that too is tied into humiliation rituals. You got to make the person look like they have no idea what they talking about. Though you can go to Google and literally type in humiliation rituals, and it's gonna show you that it's very real. How they've even done research to prove it's really no way to run a ritual on somebody like that without breaking the law, because you're gonna have to invade their privacy on some level just to try to find out what would humiliate them. You got to find out what's going on. What is it that they really want and that they trying to look good for so they can receive? So I can do something humiliating to mess it up. Like, bro, we been peeped the game. Dang, why I can't get this open? Ugh, dang it. But yeah, I'm just so tired of saying this, y'all. I had to come do a stream about it real quick. Because just the other day, right here on our channel, feel free to tune in to previously recorded segments. We were just talking about the Kanika Jenkins mother story. How some people are riding down the street, and that's how I saw the whole clip. This girl was like, "Ma'am, get out the street, go put some clothes on." And then she looked at the lady a little closer. She said, "Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy." Like she was even traumatized in that moment. She was like, "This is Kanika Jenkins' mama." She said, "This is crazy." Like, exactly. Another person who you just recently known to have millions of dollars to being paid out for something. I'm not saying it's right, but at least it's understandable. Like that shows that you sold your soul or whatever, and now people feel like they can do things to you to make you. How you sell your soul, but you ain't got proof that you ever received no $1 million. Two, three, four, five. Maybe with some of us, they just feel like you got money, so they gon' they gonna start doing humiliation rituals. Like if money, if having money takes all of this, who wants it? A humiliation ritual means you no longer have an identity. You no longer have a self-esteem. You know how they say people that have um experienced this in the past have gone as far to commit suicide. Like not everybody is strong enough to endure a million people coming against them and they name and they reputation, which is understandable. Look what Whitney Houston went through. Not saying I know exactly what happened to her, but that woman, as much work as she put into the industry, still had to sit there and suffer from people talking about her because of the man that she chose to be with, because of the type of drugs. Because Whitney Houston wasn't the type of person to hide her drug addiction. What's funny, I never seen y'all come to Whitney Houston house dragging her daughter out of there while people want to talk about Chrisean Rock, right? Bobby and Whitney seem to have their kids no matter what they went through. And we all know they did drugs. So I think they're just being very biased about who they weaponize uh child protective services against. Some couples, y'all been knowing they do drugs and all kind of stuff, and they been having their kids in the home. But I'm just saying, I recognize that y'all never came in there and took. As a matter of fact, Whitney Houston's story was so sad. Her daughter takes her life shortly after her mom. Because for whatever reason, maybe she was grieving. She just didn't want to be here no more. I don't know what ritual y'all tried on her family, but her daughter was like, I'm not staying on this wicked ass earth without my mama Whitney Houston. I'm finna take my life too. So people just thought it was very sad. And yes, when you do that to a parent and all the child see is news stories and tabloids and blogs talking negatively about their parent, what do y'all think that does to their children? They don't be caring. They be like, well, your mama sold her soul, so this gave us the right to do this to her. Your daughter, your son sold his soul, so we now get to do this person like this, so y'all can have some money. I don't know. I would still say that money is not worth it. Like that is selling your soul. Now these people can put your business on the news anytime they get ready, plaster your business. You notice that celebrities do go through this. And that's why I keep thinking about Little Nas X. Y'all think he just went out there and decided to talk to himself on the street with no clothes on? This is stuff they text. I think they text him. They text him like, "You better do this," and they threaten him like, "You hold threaten them into humiliation rituals." Me, I just had to sit around a little longer and like study this really, because I was like, what causes a group of people or one person to say, I don't know, it's just weird to say like, oh, I want to humiliate this person for the whole year. And the whole time, y'all do know when you let a person get away with for a whole year humiliating the same person, that person just did a sacrifice, like, and got away with it. Like, yep, okay, let me check the calendar of 2025. Yep, I was able to humiliate this person every day of the year. Now, if that year passed by and that other person suddenly got a whole bunch of money or a brand new car, they got a brand new business, there's a possibility that they got it through humiliating somebody else's life for the whole year. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the devil and them think they own. This part of the game is exposed. You see, artists like Tyler, even Ice Spice. I was finna say Tyler though, the one with the new hit single Chanel or Water. They haven't so much went that far with her yet because she haven't been in the industry long. I bet sure enough, soon enough, we're gonna be hearing the same thing. Oh, Tyler on drugs, and people ain't gonna be able to believe it. That sweet, nice girl, she on drugs or this or that going on. Or how much is she having to do in secret just to keep her own reputation from being tarnished? Like you have to do what them people say. Stay quiet and don't be telling they secrets. I don't know why they still telling people that. The people out here still know what's going on in the industry because it shows. Based off of how many people be dying, they don't even have a record label loan. They don't even have a record deal loan. Look at Extension XXX, Young Dolph, right? Rich Homie Quan. They gonna let you shine a little bit, but that same shine we just gave you. See, that's the thing. Anybody who feel like they gave you they gave you your shine, they can take that shine. Why not? They gave it to you. That's the difference between God giving you your light and you getting your artificial light from Satan himself. The same one who turns your light on, put that $1 million in your pocket, gave you that record deal, gave you friends, gave you boyfriends, girlfriends, and money, can take that away from you too. That's why I feel like people go wrong. Then you want to come out later saying, "Oh, they stealing my light." You ain't never seen me come on the internet and say that. No matter what a person has done to humiliate me, because you can't steal something from me you didn't give to me in the first place. If my light come from God, I know damn well nobody on this earth, nobody in the industry gave me that light. So it's like, do what you must to quote unquote humiliate me, tear my name down. Do what you must. But see, it's certain attributes, qualities, and traits you can't take from people because you didn't even give it to them. It's so stupid. They want those things too. Like, well, I want it. I want it because I didn't give it to you. Of course you do. You always want something that's not yours. That's how Satan works. You want they light. You want they influence. You want the way people love them to be on you. Like, imagine trying to steal something like that. I want that person's favor. I want the way that people trust them to trust me. Well, give people a reason to trust you. No, you rather go somewhere and do a humiliation spell, and I'ma steal the way people trust them like this. Cause if I put some bad news out about them, no won't nobody trust them no more. And then there you have it. Many ruined reputations, many ruined potentials over jealous motherfuckers. Like, how much longer must this go on? They can't tell me Chrisean Rock don't have haters, bro. She not one of them out here with lip injections and facial reconstructions and BBLs. Chrisean is a naturally beautiful young lady. Though people they talk all the noise they want to about it, that's how I know it's a humiliation ritual. She couldn't even come and do live streams with DDG or Kai Sinai. Every one of those live streams, they made her look crazy. You know what's interesting about it? They be like, she be on the lives acting crazy. She do usually have a drink in her hand, but I think she working on it. But on some of her live interviews in the past, she always, if you pay attention, always got a drink in her hand. How y'all know people don't be spiking them people drinks and blunts? That's something else they have to watch out for when they in the industry. You know, if you slowly let that stuff creep up on you, 50 Cent could have did the same thing. 50 Cent chose to go start a vitamin water business. He didn't have time to just sit around and let y'all offer him drinks and drugs because he was a rich man. You know they coming with that. Oh, yeah, you a part of us now. Let us give you some drugs and drink so you can feel special. And the whole time, it's stuff in it that have you falling asleep, nodding out, or just flat out acting crazy. I'm sorry, a person don't love you to give you something that they know make you act in a humiliating manner. Clearly, if you drunk, you might be doing something that you wouldn't do when you're not drunk. Clearly, when you're under the influence of drugs, you might easily do something that you wouldn't do if you weren't under the influence of drugs. And the devil knows this. So why wouldn't those be the first two things he offered you? Like when I found I was gonna use myself as an example, but when I signed my first deal, if one of the first things you offer me is drugs and alcohol, I don't have to trust it. Like I'm the type of person that know I can celebrate all alone and go get my own substance if it's that bad. Like, come on, bro. I'm just supposed to accept a drink from you because you're Zeus Network, because you're BET, because you're Fox 4 News. Hopefully Fox 4 News is not giving people drugs and alcohol, but I'm just saying these topics they don't really want to talk about, they not ready to bring that out yet. It's too late. You're not finna keep airing everybody else's business out and think humiliation rituals are finna stay hidden, bro. That's an illusion. That's you just wanting people to think, oh, their life is crazy. They don't have their life together. They now taking care of their babies. I knew it was something strange. That lady publicly showed herself praying over her baby when he came out the womb. She showed her family holding hands, literally praying for the baby while she was pushing him out and when the baby got here. Now, I wonder a lot of these celebrities just keep their babies uh private. Their babies, their lives, what schools they go to, they keep it all private. Cause you know if somebody after you trying to humiliate you every second, why wouldn't they come for your kids like that later in the future? Like, why not? I'm just asking. You gonna say, oh no, 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 we was just doing it to the parent. We love the kids. You do not love the kids to do that to the parent. So the moment you cross the line and call yourself doing a humiliation ritual on somebody with kids, you cannot change it up later and say you care about the kids. I'm sorry. And the kids was living with the mother while you was doing the humiliation rituals. You didn't even think about the potential risk of how you might cause damage, how somebody could get hurt, how somebody could accidentally get stabbed, shot, because you throwing whole humiliation and death spells at them. Like people are weird, bro. This is You Will Make It TV because we have to speak on topics that obviously people don't think they can make it through. You know, humiliation rituals are not easy to survive. And then imagine a person doing a ritual like that on you all your life. So you get to where you're actually used to it. Not okay with it, but used to it. But then people don't want to believe you. Like, what? A person that handle humiliation rituals well, I would say they've been through it a long time. They have experience with it or something. The question is, who would want to take you through that long? without the intention of your whole life just looking like a failure, a humiliation, like a you just was a mistake. You just so we just gonna humiliation spell you to the day you die. That's crazy. And some people dead right now because they took their own life. They couldn't handle being humiliated every day. They couldn't handle that it finally got exposed that they came out the closet, they're gay, or whatever it was they wanted to be hidden. Some people just get humiliated by the smallest things too. It's crazy. Now that I know they study humans in a way just to find ways to be able to humiliate humans, I must study humans too, just to find ways to empower them. Again, because you see what's breaking them down. Like how you gonna help a person and you can't see what's breaking them down. Well, that's a part of it. They be giving people, to me, like the wrong advice for the wrong situation. Something about put it in God's hands. I mean, that's all you can do when a person has already made up in their mind that they gonna humiliate you every day of your life. The ones that's really gonna face judgment is those that be knowing they know that ain't nothing wrong with Chrisean Rock or the next person who they constantly try to humiliate. They be knowing somebody somewhere doing a humiliation ritual on a person. I feel like them kind of people gonna face severe judgment too one day because you're sitting around playing like, feeding into the gossip that a person just crazy or a person out their mind or a person don't know what they talking about, but you were aware the whole time that somebody somewhere else is doing a whole humiliation ritual on them. Like you could think you getting away with that on earth or because people cool with it down here on earth. You don't know how God looks at that. You're responsible too. You're a participant of the humiliation ritual to continue to spread gossip and stupid stuff that was only meant to humiliate that person to begin with. Humiliation is one of them feelings that you feel like you don't even want to go outside no more. You don't even want to look in the mirror. You don't even want to talk to nobody because you don't know who's involved with it. You feel me? Might look up and 10,000 people was paid to help them humiliate you. It just seems so simple now. Like it's stupid, but it's simple to get to the bottom of. Really, what do you mean, Arthur Tedder Sherry? Okay, if you see a person every time you turn around, I was reading something. Hold on. Yeah, every time you turn around, like the news you hear about them is some old humiliating ass shit. Like, come on, bro. I don't think that's coincidental at all. Like it could just be why you never heard when you ask about that person, oh, they doing well. They got their credit score up. They just got a new car. They just got a new house. Oh, girl, she just got married 2 years ago. If you even notice, every time Krishan get a little close to those type, because one of the last interviews I was hearing, she had moved somewhere. She even had a fiance. Like it doesn't matter if she didn't show him to the public. Just you speaking on it, sis, telling people that you possibly was finna get married, suddenly you're being jumped. You see what I'm saying? Them kind of people, it's not that you're saying, oh, keep your business private because you got haters. If somebody suspects that you have that going on in your life, like you already got a person performing humiliation rituals on you, why say your good news out loud? They're gonna perform another humiliation ritual just so you can't receive your good news, whether it's a new husband, an engagement, uh, a new job. You got to pay attention. Anything you do ritualistic in a pattern you've made up in your mind, you've committed to, every time this person has something good happen to them, I'm going to do something to humiliate them. You are now a ritualist. You have now committed to being a humiliation ritualist. Hell, maybe they even hire people for that because they heard through the grapevine, oh, this is Jackie. In our hood, she humiliates people. We got a place for you, Jackie. Come work for us. Because we already is a group that do this to people. And we want you to use your best humiliation skills against whoever the hell we hire you to humiliate. That's crazy. Like with the way that the economy is, who has time to sit around and simply suffer through humiliation? Like nobody cares. I'm not saying nobody cares what people go through, but nobody cares. Uh, how can I say this? Nobody cares that much to like, oh, ha 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 ha, I want to humiliate this person with you. They got bills to pay. They got their own kids to take care of. They got their own businesses that they're trying to build. They got their own futures to think about. Everybody don't have time, energy, and space, or God is getting it to this point. Because when food stamps cut off, let's see how many people have time for humiliation rituals. We saw it when they was cut off this last time. People was too busy on TikTok complaining about how they was gonna eat, what they gonna do, not accusing people that get food stamps of humiliation rituals, but it do make you think. So as long as you feel like you got something to eat, a car to drive, and a house of your own, and your kids is good, as long as you're stable, you want to use your stability to humiliation ritual another person. Then you want to act confused about the karma when your stability gets a little shaky. Your stability starts falling apart. Cause look what you're using it for. You're using your house to sit around and do humiliation spells on somebody else. Don't be shocked if your house of cards start falling apart. Cause look what you have a house, you should be doing other things in it. Cleaning, cooking, maybe some backyard cookout parties. Not humiliation rituals on somebody. That's stupid. One thing about Chrisean Rock to me, it does show she's a child of God. Like, look how the industry itself is humiliating you, trying to reject you. Like, you don't really even belong there. And sometimes that's how you have to see it. Anywhere either where you anywhere you're facing constant rejection, sometimes it's not a humiliation ritual. Sometimes that's just God trying to show you that that place, person, space is not for you. I'm sorry. Anybody willing to humiliate you, I don't care if they call it a sacrifice, a ritual, there's no words to cover that up. Once you go that far, you did not love that person. That's why a lot of these people rituals are backfiring. The way the spell was supposed to go, they were supposed to offer up somebody they love. It's backfiring because you're lying to the spiritual world to offer up somebody, but you didn't really love them. And they told you got to be somebody you love. If you didn't really love them, those spells are coming right back to you. That's crazy. And some people, they claim they sell their souls for their families. But are you really doing a good thing? Inviting the devil into your family bloodline just because you wanted to be rich? It's stupid. That's why you see a lot of celebrities cut all their friends and family off. Y'all be thinking these celebrities is being funny. Like, oh, they got money now. They cut us off. Well, they had to. If you want to get drugged into some of the stuff they got to go through, I mean, do you really want to be drugged through what your family member celebrity is being drugged through? So when they cut you off when they made it, it's really a blessing. That's why some of these like that boy that was supposed to be Jay-Z son, sometimes he'd be like, I think it was a blessing that I wasn't raised in the industry. Cause maybe I was being protected from things. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with him. But that's all I wanted to say in a nutshell. I can't believe that people are still more willing to believe that Krishan is just crazy and these are just random happenings of karma that are happening to her. You know, maybe she's made, and I ain't gonna say no maybe. We all know she's made enemies in the industry. That's stupid. Y'all didn't even let her get a good run, do 5 more albums before you start. And it just doesn't look good. It looks like you got a bunch of gatekeepers. We know they can't be there forever because everybody got to die. The older ones in the industry. Thank God for them, because them some of the ones been telling us what's going on. Like They've had more experience in the industry. People like Cat Williams and who was the other one? Terrence Howard. You know, they're like veterans in the industry. Tom Cruise, Jim Carrey, people that came out a long time ago speaking up about like what it's really like to live their life. But anyways, people want to believe the illusion and hype, guys. So I'm gonna leave them alone. They want to believe, oh, they rich, they lucky, they got all of this. So the industry help you out a little bit. They like, oh, you think they lucky? Let us show you what we do to them. Hence the P Diddy stories. Hence, look what happened to Biggie and Tupac. Hence, look how Lil Durk was in jail just recently. Like, come on, bro. Plus, they be trying to make sure that whatever they get locked up for, woo woo woo, they make sure that the accusations are humiliating as hell. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Like nobody else see that it's weird. Shout out to the chat. We appreciate you guys' support. Leave your own free thinking comments or opinions in the chat. This is a safe space for, you know what I'm saying, insightful thoughts. Okay. Uh, we'll never judge you over here for you having different conflicting opinions or views. That's the point of our space here. This is You Will Make It TV. But Chrisean got to be a child of God because they just love playing with her. And then they always come for me like, Chrisean ain't perfect, Chrisean ain't innocent. That's like saying there are certain people on the world that deserve things, and there's certain people that don't. And you know, they're turning more into the type of people where they want to be the dictators of who deserves and who don't. And I had a problem with that from the beginning. No, you deserve anything you worked hard for. That's what I'm telling you. Watch what you take from the devil because anything he give you, he damn sure feel like he can take away. You know, God feels that way too. But his goal is not to give you something to take it away. When you're talking about God, when God give you something, you can only forfeit it because He not just gonna snatch it away from you like that. You have to give it up. And the devil knows some of us know this. That's why all he can do is fight you with humiliation spells. And he like, dang, all these humiliation rituals, this person ain't gave up, forfeited they kids, they money, they business yet. Yeah, because you can't do that to everybody. A person who knows they was blessed by God, you can't steal what God gave them unless they give it to you. Unless they surrender it, unless they somehow are manipulated out of it. And it is creepy. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's creepy to know that it's people that watch you that close just to look for ways to help you sabotage your own life. Because what else is a humiliation ritual? What else is it? Hell, give them a show. Make them think they humiliating you. Make them think you're embarrassed. Make them think it's the end of the road and you're confused and you spazzing out and going crazy. Because these people are sick. They're so used to the old way. Oh, well, usually to steal energy, we just humiliate a person. That's usually what they need to ask themselves, what you gonna do if they don't work no more? Because the people are that empowered. The people are that inspired. What touches me is that, yeah, back in the day, this is how they used to punish people. They use humiliation rituals as punishment. The fact that this is happening to innocent people is crazy. Like they didn't even do nothing. You just feel like they deserve a punishment, and because you couldn't get the police to punish them, the army to punish them, all the people you think should have punished them, you gonna do humiliation rituals anyway to make sure they feel punished just every day. Cause a person that already feel punished, that's another thing. It's like people be selling their souls, right? And once they realize that what they've done and they can't do nothing to get their soul back, one of the first things it look like they do is start to try to make other people miserable. Like, well, you got to live like me. No, I don't. I didn't do what you did. I didn't do what you did off of a false promise. Like, You signed that, you told them, okay, I'll do this. Repentance, the first step of repentance is accountability. Like, okay, this is happening to me because of what my own self did. Because I guarantee you, sweetie, if nobody else can help you out of something, God can. But the repentance has to be 100% pure, 100% real. Like you have gotten that tired of what you're going through, so you willing to talk to God about it. And that's the level I see Chrisean Rock on. And they always come for this girl if she publicly displays her walk of faith or trying to do something in Christ like she was doing before she got jumped, praying with kids. If only me and her could have a conversation. And shout out to Black China for trying to be some type of encouraging guidance to that young lady. Because Black China is another one that used to spaz out on people. Before she changed, for those that don't know who Black China is, uh, that's Rob Kardashian baby mama. And she was just one of those showed the Kardashians a long time ago. Just because I had a baby by y'all son, do not mean y'all finna control me. You know, it's kind of hard to get along with families like that. They swear just because you had a son or daughter by day, son or daughter, they hold control you. Cause what if you have multiple baby fathers like Black China do? You don't hear Black China coming out saying that one baby father is trying to control her and the other one is too. Them two different people. They might both have two whole different plans for your life when it's your life. But they feel like, oh, well, you had my baby, we control you. That's something that Chrisean Rock needs to pay attention to. You so ready to have a baby by this person and that person with influence, not knowing you gotta let them control you too. If you think that baby finna take all their money. So do not call the ones crazy who reject deals and money and joining stuff. Don't call them kind crazy. They are already aware of how people try to use those deals and influence. And, you know, maybe they told some of us, since you want to come up by yourself, we're going to make it hard for you. Because you could have just signed one of our deals and did a humiliation ritual, and then you have some money. That's why I ain't finna let people convince me doing any and everything is okay for money. Y'all done did that enough. And that's why the world is like it is. You know, just giving my opinions a little bit about it.